Hey there, Scorpio. It's Jen, Oh, wow. I should start over, but I'm not. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net, and I'm doing your February reading. I did Sag and Libra. I did separate videos for general career and love. It's just extra work. I'm just going to do them all in one video, and if I can remember, I will timestamp it for you guys. Yeah, so let's just get going here, Scorpio. First, I'm going to start out with pulling some general cards. We'll see what's going on, and then we'll again do career and love. I realized last night I've been kind of having a tough situation going on at work. And I had pulled a card, and I got a card. Like, I really needed this card. I needed a positive card. And I got this card, and I ended up making, like, without me even realizing it, I, like, propped the card up, and I put all these crystals around it. And I ended up making, like, a little, I don't know if you'd call it an altar or a crystal grid / altar / manifestation station. And so I'm just bringing that up. Like, I think it's Carrie Mellon. Is that her last name? She has a YouTube channel, but more of an Instagram presence. She's very good. She suggested, like I was just saying, so I drew a card, and I was like, please, I can't handle it if I get the fucking tower. Oh, great. I just swore, so now I'm not going to get any revenue, but I'm not starting over. And she suggested, like, if you're frustrated with your tarot deck because you're just, like, you're drawing cards and it's just not helping you because you're kind of stuck in a negative headspace, she suggested to put the cards face up and pick the cards that you want. And I just love that idea. Like, there are no rules in tarot. It's a tool of self-discovery, of spiritual discovery, of self-improvement. So if you're watching these videos and something negative comes up, don't allow, they're just pieces of cardboard. I don't even know what they are with pictures on it. They're not, they're just physical objects. And I think tarot cards are very powerful, but don't give your power away to anything external. And I just felt like someone needed to hear that. That being said, I don't see any negative cards here, so I don't know why that came up, but I feel like someone needed to hear it. The bottom of the deck, overall for February, is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is a mature water sign energy. So he's very in tune with his feelings, but he knows if he's just like I just said, if he's pulling cards or something in his life is just bringing up negative feelings and he's uncomfortable, that he's going to sit with them, but he's not going to do anything that makes him go further down that negative emotional rabbit hole. He's going to be more practical about it. He's going to acknowledge his feelings, but he's going to sit with it. He's going to say, no, getting drunk isn't going to make it better. It's going to just mask it, and then I'm going to feel like crap physically. I'm not going to take it out on other people because that will just create a whole new situation. And people do that, I think, sort of go after other people because then they can redirect how badly they're feeling. They can give it a face and a name and point, and it's your fault I'm feeling this way. And while there are situations that definitely make you, someone else's behavior can make you feel that way, you still need to manage what's going on internally in a productive way. Like, why am I allowing this person to make me feel so upset? Why was that triggering? You have two knights here. You have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So air and fire energy. So these knights, they're fast moving. It's in the middle, the Seven of Pentacles, which is like the slowest moving card in the entire deck. And on either side, except for maybe the Eight of Wands, you have two of the fastest moving cards in the deck. I just saw there are two cardinals up here. So if you're missing someone that's passed, they're saying hi and they're with you. And so these two fast energies in the middle, she's being balanced and grounded. She's literally kneeling on the earth and grounding herself. So if you feel like there's I feel like there's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of movement, a lot of things going on around you this month. And which is fine. It's not negative at all, but you may need to actively do things to ground yourself, because it just may, being a water sign, you may feel it's a lot of masculine energy. Air and fire are masculine signs. Water and earth are the feminine signs of the zodiac, or elements. So you're going to want to actively, like, maybe plant some herbs if you're in the northern hemisphere where it's really cold. It's like -2, I think, here in Vermont today. We just had the full super blood wolf moon total lunar eclipse last night. Now it's like -2. We had a big snowstorm. So I'm not going to be doing any gardening with 1.5 feet of snow outside and -2 temperatures, but you can plant, even if it's just one herb inside. Take care of your plants. Do something with soil. Maybe take one of your crystals and put it in your plant, or so. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Something to make you feel grounded at this time is going to be important. If you're waiting, I feel like you're waiting on something too. The Seven of Pentacles is patience and this waiting energy. Things are a process a lot of times, and it just takes, like the phase of the moon. I mean, the moon's not going to be full again for a certain number of 20, I don't know how many days, for a certain number of days, and there's nothing you can do to make that full moon come faster, the next full moon. It just takes as long as it takes. So putting things in perspective, so you're not sitting here the whole time with all this nervous, negative energy, just spinning your wheels and wasting energy. It's futile. It's nothing you can do can make that moon come around. And there are certain situations where it's just like you can't. You just have to let it go through the process. So again, doing things to help you stay grounded and centered, and not to get pressured or pressure yourself, or if you're like closing on a house, you have to wait for the inspection. You have to wait for all those things to work out. Then you have to wait for the closing. And it's just one of those things. So knowing that and acknowledging that can help you to stay more grounded during times when you like want something to happen, but it's just not going to happen any faster. All right, let's move on to your career reading. So what's the timestamp? 9:21. All right, Scorpio, let's do your career reading for February. I can't shuffle. Oh, that was a big mess. The star just was there, though. That's nice. Hmm. So I just see some of you are just really done with your job. Basically, like maybe some of you are out. If you're out interviewing for other jobs, don't tell anyone, even if they're your friend. Don't tell anyone, even remotely connected to your job, that could in any way get back to your employer. Just keep it on the down low. Just don't tell anyone. I'm just and I don't it's just a good practice, because if people find out, if your boss finds out or someone finds out, it can just generate a lot of gossip, and people will draw their own conclusions as to why you're looking, and it's just play your cards close to your chest, okay? Keep it quiet. I do see like your job is mentally stressful, and maybe you go home and you're just like so stressed, or it's almost like it just sucks the energy out of you. You just sit and like have a couple glasses of wine, and you're just like, okay, this is not good. This is not healthy. It zaps so much energy that I don't even feel like exercising. I don't have the energy for my family or for my own self-care. I would suggest a lot of um, like salt baths and things, like really focus on doing things to renew your energy. Imagine when you come home, like there's a excuse me, like some sort of barrier, so that like when you walk through the door, actively leave the negative energy you may have picked up during the day, and like leave it at the door. Don't bring it into your house. Like actively, before you step over that threshold, say, I'm leaving all this negativity behind me. I think that's going to be really important. Because I feel like things are out of balance. But I think something may happen in February that will signal a point of no return for you. And again, this is something internal. This isn't, you're not complaining to people at the office. Like, you're going to keep it really quiet, but there may be something where you're just like, that's it. I have to find something else. This isn't healthy for me. I can't fix this, and life is too short to deal with this negativity. And you want a job that's more balanced, where you have home life, family balance, and people are just more supportive. And you can have it. Oh my gosh, I have worked in so many different, not so many different, but quite a few different, or I've been able to work with a lot of different departments. And I mean, it's almost like a family or a culture. I guess they talk about workplace culture, where, I mean, you can just feel the energy. Are people happy? Are they not happy? Do they feel like they have a voice? Or is it more of a dictatorial type of energy? And so you can find the type of energy in a workplace that is more positive and works better for you. Now, if some of you have like a secret hobby like tarot reading or something you don't really tell people, start a side gig. At least so you have something you're doing that you feel good about, that you feel energized about, and start developing that on the side, because you may be able to grow a side business. It doesn't even have to be something hidden. But again, I wouldn't go to work and be like, I'm going to start my own business and I'm going to be able to get out of here in a certain amount of time. Just start it on the side and start growing it on the side, and start your escape plan. Start your plan for a new job. I can see you also wanting to work someplace that helps people, maybe a nonprofit or something where you feel like you're really giving back to others, which then again comes back to you and makes you feel more fulfilled. It's definitely working, or maybe do some volunteer work outside so that you're getting that satisfaction. Like my parents do Meals on Wheels and volunteer at a soup kitchen, and I think it brings them. So maybe some of you have stopped working and you're like really don't know what to do with yourself. Maybe you retired. My parents are retired, so maybe look into working at the Humane Society, volunteering at the food shelf, volunteering with kids at the school, being a foster grandparent. I don't know, something where it feels like you're making a difference. All right, Scorpio, we'll leave it at that and go into your love reading. So what time are we? 16, 17. Yeah, I really feel like you have like some unusual hobby that could supplement your income or even become, maybe you can give lessons, teach it, something like that. All right, love. All right. 6 of Cups, definitely something with children. I was picking up in that career. Ooh, 2 of Cups. Okay, wow. So, I don't know what this character in the middle here. Someone's being difficult. Someone's being sneaky. Someone's behaving badly. I feel like you're finally in February going to let go of something from the past that you've needed to let go for, like some sort of resentment that you've been hanging on to. And like I'm seeing this as healing your inner child. So, I mean, it could be something from childhood, but I'm thinking maybe more of a past. There's definitely family, some sort of family legacy that needs to be dealt with that's maybe even holding you back from having a successful relationship. I'm not saying it's your fault, but just something some baggage that you've been carrying that has made it hard for you to really open up in a relationship. But it's almost like just the act of acknowledging it is what needs to be done. But I see it happening like the new moon, you're releasing it, whether that's the way you should be doing it or not. But by the full moon, so whenever the full moon is in February, it's probably around the 20th or something. You could meet someone new, or a relationship could take that next step. I mean, some of you may get proposed to or propose on Valentine's Day. It is February. Or it's like a new step. So if you've been single, you meet someone. If you've been dating someone, you become exclusive or tell each other you love them or become intimate for the first time or move in together or get engaged. You know what I mean? Or you start a family or some sort of major milestone in a relationship. I do see like something that would lead to a family. Well, you have the sun, even a son. You might be having a son, getting pregnant. Maybe you connect with this person over something that you love to do. So maybe this side gig that you're starting or this new job because your other one's like sucking the life out of you. Or maybe your job's fine, but you have this side gig. Something, though, in your workplace is ending. Maybe someone that was just like a pot stirrer is finally leaving or um, getting fired or something like that. Or something was going on, you didn't realize it, like you could sense the undercurrent, and that finally gets dealt with in some way. But I do see you having this side hobby, this side love, or whatever it is, and you may meet that person doing that. Or you guys together are doing this. Maybe together you decide to start this side business because it's something you both love and you fall in love. But if you've been feeling alone or out in the cold, I feel that that is definitely coming to an end in February. Because you have this Five of Pentacles, which is, they look alone and sad, and that's going away with this Sun card and the Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. These are all really beautiful, positive cards. Earth energy, so feeling really grounded and solid. Unlike the Seven of Swords energy, which is like negative thoughts and not grounded and sort of difficult energy, this is really, you feel secure. So if you felt insecure, you're going to feel much more secure about things as far as your romantic life goes in the month of February. Yeah, so thanks, Scorpio, for watching. I hope you have a great month, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.